Dr. Gillies, still many Canadians, because this is not top of mind for a lot of Canadians, but for some, they really don't understand what is conversion therapy. Is this a thing? Could you please explain that to us?
Well, first of all, I don't think most Canadians really don't have a clue of what's going on about all of this, and they don't care because it doesn't really affect them. So conversion therapy itself is a misnomer, and all of the things that go along with that you hear in the media really don't describe what therapy or pastoral counseling is today. So what they talk about are things that happened decades ago. Those aren't happening in Canada anymore. And the other thing about that is there are laws and there are bylaws within the professional organizations that prevent coercion and forcing clients into treatment. So conversion therapy is very misunderstood, and the parliamentarians don't even understand it, of course. And this last one, Bill C-4, they really didn't seem, by the comments we heard after from some conservatives, they thought that this was better than the last bill and that they could just go ahead and vote okay for it because it would protect people. And I just, yeah.
That's shocking to me because if I look at it line by line, it seems pretty much identical.
It's pretty much, but there are some other things that they've kind of added or taken out, I guess it would more that it's taken out. So there's nothing about force or coercion in this new one.
Okay.
And so and you're going to talk to a constitutional representative. So
yeah,
they
actually, we just did. That's right. Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay. So right. So this bill is going to be devastating in the future for parents, for pastors.
Well, actually,
counselors.
Before we go into some of the concerns that various advocacy groups has, you mentioned that conversion therapy is a misnomer, that these ideas as to what it is actually not even practiced. So I guess my follow-up question to that would be, well, if it isn't practiced, then why is there a push to outlaw it if it doesn't exist?
Well, that's a great question, because there is a definite push, and it's pushed by a particular group with a particular ideology, and the activists within that group are absolutely committed to making sure that individuals who come to seek counseling of their own choice and they want to have help with sexual addictions or unwanted sexual attractions, if it is in the area of homosexuality, lesbianism, or even confusion with their gender, that this particular group is, I would say, hell-bent on making sure these individuals do not receive help and care.
Okay.
And so that's really sad.
Well, when I think of individuals that need help or care, obviously I think to parents, because parents are the advocates for their children. And we know within the gender identity ideology that's being presented to children as young as in kindergarten, this is top of mind for many parents with the revisions of sexual education curriculum. Dr. Pierre, you're a parental rights advocate. You represent tens of thousands of Canadians. What are the parents' main concerns with this law? We have about a minute.
The main concern is that parents will be able to seek out for their children only one type of therapy to affirm the gender or their sexual orientation of their child, despite the fact that other types of therapy have been approved as the gold standard in jurisdictions like Sweden and Finland and Australia. People are saying, don't medicalize children. Don't start them down this gender affirmation medical track, because we don't know very much about it. And there are big warning signs about the effects that kids are suffering from these treatments.
I'm going to pause you there. We got to cut to commercial, but I want to unpack that further in just a few moments.